Hey everyone, it's Colin Smith here from PhotoshopCAFE, and today I'm at the Insta360 booth at CES 2020, and I've got something really exciting. This is the new Insta360 R. What makes it so special? Well, it means it's interchangeable. This is an action camera, it's a 5.2K action camera, but it can switch into a 360 camera just by simply just pulling it apart and dropping it in. So right now we're going to have Michael step in and talk a little bit about it and give you guys some information on it. And don't forget, check out, I've got a full review coming on this really soon. Hey everyone, it's Colin Smith here from PhotoshopCAFE, and we are at CES 2020, and I am right now at the Insta360 booth with one of my good friends, Michael. How's it going, man?
Doing great, how about you?
Doing great. So tell me, what you got here?
Well, this is very exciting for us. So for the first time, we're unveiling a brand new camera at CES, and this is the next in the generation of One series cameras that we have. So you're quite familiar with our One camera and our One X,
Yep.
and this is the next iteration of it. Now, this is a really, really special camera because what it's going to do is it's going to open up the world for folks who use traditional action cameras, for folks who use 360 cameras, and this will bridge the gap between them completely. So what this is it's the world's first modular action camera. And you can see here that the battery comes off here, and you have three mods that go onto it. So there's the control module, there's the camera module, and the battery. And the camera module is interchangeable. So right here I have a 5.7K 360 degree module. In my pocket here I have standard wide angle module that shoots 4K 60. And this, one thing to note here on this module is that the screen is totally reversible. So you can have a vlogging camera setup, or you can have a traditional action camera setup without having to have a front-facing monitor.
Very cool.
And for the first time, the most exciting part about this is we now have a 1-inch sensor option that was co-engineered by Leica.
Very nice.
And this to us is kind of our first step into traditional camera technology meant for a prosumer or a professional user. And the 1-inch module will shoot 5.3K video at up to 30 frames per second, and it'll also shoot 60 frames as well.
Nice.
And the thing to note about this camera is that it's really a user's choice camera. So you can use this as a fixed angle, you can use it as a 360 for reframing. What we've learned from the One X is that there's not always a need to shoot 360 footage. You know, for the skier who's mounting it on his or her chest, you don't want a black 180 background and have to reframe around that. So in that case, you would just take your fixed angle module and you would swap it in super easily. It's going to come with a variety of accessories, and the app is killer. It's absolutely standalone. So you'll have the ability for a lot of AI functionality. You'll have auto editing and auto reframing for the first time. So for me and a lot of consumer users, the biggest challenge with free capture was free capture. Having so many different options where you essentially don't know how and where to start. We've taken that and we've given them automated tools. So now, as an end user, you can take a 360 video, and the app will automatically serve you auto reframe options.
Why don't you tell the viewers what auto reframe is?
So auto reframe is the world's first algorithm that will take your full 360 video and recommend reframed shots out of that. So you can take any 360 video, load it into your app, and it'll give you recommendations automatically for fixed angle shots.
So like tracking?
For tracking, exactly. And the camera itself, there's going to be 3 different versions for sale. There's going to be, you can buy each of the versions as a standalone package, or you can buy what we have as the Twin Edition. The Twin Edition is the standard 4K 60 wide angle module, and the 360 module along with the control mod and the battery, all for less than the cost of a GoPro Max. So when you're looking at buying, deciding between an action camera or a 360 action camera, you can now have both for the price of one.
So what is the cost going to be of these?
So the cost, and we'll give you a full spec sheet and breakdown, but for the traditional wide angle 4K 60 setup, you're looking at $299. For the 1-inch module, you're looking at $579 for the whole package, and for the Twin Edition, it's $475.
Very nice. And when are these going to be available for people to buy?
So it's available for pre-orders starting tomorrow, January 7th, and they'll be shipping.
Which will be today, probably, for you guys.
Oh, you want to do that again?
No, that's perfect.
And they'll be shipping within about a week or so after that. And there's a limited quantity available up front. So if you are looking at getting one, I would recommend ordering it soon because the next batch will come out within about 3 to 4 weeks after that.
Okay. And will it do 120 at 1080?
It will. So it actually has 100 and 200 frames per second options. 200, I believe, at 720. We're still optimizing the algorithm a little bit, so some of the frame rates and settings might change with the final release, but yes, you will be able to do traditional slow motion as well on it.
And it's still going to have the flow state stabilization on there?
So it has actually flow state 2.0.
Oh, what's different?
So with flow state 2.0, we've really refined the nighttime stabilization. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to with the 1X, you would have to go in and automatically adjust your shutter manually. With the One R, it's going to do all that for you, and it's going to eliminate the motion blur or any nighttime stabilization issues that you may have.
So kind of like the same tech for like night shot, like on these, but better.
Yeah, and we also have our own night shot. So once you go into the app, there's a plethora of features that will be available to you. I could go on and on about these for days.
Sure.
There's a couple really cool modes that we have, like an automated star lapse mode, where you'll take the camera, you'll set it up, the camera will dial in its own settings, and it'll automatically give you a 360 star lapse. So for anybody who's interested in astrophotography, this is a really cool and easy way of doing that. Another mode that we have is automatic pose and flip detection. So you'll basically be all you'll have to do is you'll shoot a video, and the app will detect every frame that your body is in the same pose, and it'll give you a cool stop motion effect automatically.
Oh, nice! I like that. That's cool.
And then another automated mode we have is called flip detection. Mm-hmm. So you'll be standing against a wall, and you'll essentially move the selfie stick with the camera in a rainbow pattern across the front of your body, and it will automatically merge and edit all shots that are similar in the same way. So the idea with this camera is it's going to raise your production value without having to purchase a bunch of additional tools and stabilizers and gear and crew that you would need to pull those shots off. So for all of you drone users out there, there's an incredible mount out right now.
All right, and here it is. It just suddenly appeared magically. So guess what, guys? I got a real good surprise for you. I am going to be reviewing not just this camera for you and putting it through all its paces and showing you all the different features, but I'm also going to be flying my drone and showing you guys some nice 360 with this, and we're going to check it out. I'm really excited to play around with it, and I'm sure you guys are excited to see what you can do with this. I mean, the most exciting thing about these cameras to me is being able to view the world in a different way and get shots that you couldn't get before. So, you know, having this drone, having it on the top and the bottom is essentially just going to be like a seamless camera flying through the air. We're not going to see the drone. So it's just going to give us a real unique view. And the other thing I love about you guys' cameras that I freaking love about them is the fact that, you know, I can carry them on a plane or whatever. On the selfie stick, it disappears. Or you can carry it down low. You can reframe them later and, you know, just get shots that people are just like, how do you do that? For example, you know, I had one I mounted on the front of the car, and then I mounted on the back of the car, and I'm driving, and people are like, how the heck did you do that on your car? And, you know, that just opens up, you know, for creators. You might not be shooting all your stuff on this camera all the time, but you're definitely going to get those shots that you can put in there and just add incredible production value and the wow factor into your shots that people are not used to. You know, it's going to draw the audience in a good way, you know.
Absolutely, yeah. We make tools for creators that want to aspire to be like the best filmmakers in the world, and with our tools, you're going to be able to achieve shots that you wouldn't be able to do without a ton of gear or crew or manpower. So we're really excited for you to test this one out. One thing to note on this is that our vision for this accessory is it's going to turn any drone pilot into an FPV drone pilot. Nice. So without having the skill of an FPV pilot.
Oh, good point. Yes.
So we're really excited to see what you come out with, and and for all of you at home, this will be available for order in a couple of weeks, and we can't wait to see what all of you at home create with it as well.
All right, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget, guys, I've got the full review coming out really soon where I'm going to be going through this and putting it on the drone and flying it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And anyway, guys, I'm curious, what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments underneath. And by the way, if you're new to this channel, consider hitting the subscribe button, become part of the Cafe crew, ring the notification bell so you get a new video from me every single week. So anyway, guys, if you like it, smash the like button into dust. And until next time, I'll see you at the cafe.